Okay. First of all, some important, in fact, very important news. This came out in the middle of or towards the end of February last month, where Google is going to sunset the broad match modifier keyword. So you will not be able to use that anymore. You can use it until July 2021, and after that, it will be taken out of Google Ads. So let's go through this support center page and see what they are talking about and why they are doing this. So in Feb 2021, phrase match will begin to incorporate behaviors of broad match modifier, which we call as the BMM, to simplify keywords and make it easier to reach relevant customers. Now, that is true. They are going to simplify it because now instead of having broad match, exact match, phrase match, and BMM, one of them has gone. So we only got 3 keywords to worry about instead of 4. Okay, with this change, both phrase and broad match modifier keywords will have the same matching behavior. Now, that's we don't know how this is going to behave, and that's got to be seen, and so we'll have to wait for that as to how this is going to affect our campaigns, and whether you will see a significant drop in the number of impressions, or Google's algorithm and machine learning is clever enough to learn and see that what keywords you are targeting, and it will target similar keyword search terms which are as per the BMM, and may show ads on searches that include the meaning of your keyword. Okay, so for example, phrase match keyword moving services NYC to Boston will continue to cover searches like affordable moving services NYC to Boston. That's fine. It will also cover searches that traditionally only matched under BMM, such as NYC corporate moving services to Boston. So what they're saying is they will match this keyword as well as this one, because the intent of moving from NYC to Boston is the same in both the search terms. Although this is a corporate moving and that is just affordable moving, actually you are moving. So in that respect, I would say that yeah, it's a good thing as long as the new phrase match delivers these results and it doesn't go off on a tangent and brings in a lot of irrelevant search terms. Phrase match won't show ads for searches where the wording is reversed. So people looking to move from Boston to New York City or NYC, which is even better. Okay, so keyword is moving services London to Manchester, or as we used to put in the plus sign in front of each word for our BMM, will be pretty much the same. So they've got a nice little graphic over here. So it's the before state and the after state. Search queries, affordable moving services London to Manchester. Phrase match will cover it. BMM will cover London corporate moving services to Manchester and moving services Manchester to London. So that's how it used to be before, that over here the phrase match will cover that. Moving services, where is it? We're talking about this one. I can't highlight it because it's in a text. So moving services London to Manchester, affordable moving services London to Manchester. So that would have been triggered under the phrase match, whereas London corporate moving services to Manchester or moving services Manchester to London would have gone from the BMM. Then the new phrase match we will have this one triggered as well as this one, but not this one, because moving services Manchester to London and not from London to Manchester. Whereas in the old BMM, or the only BMM we had, it would have triggered, which makes sense because the new one supposedly is going to be a lot more powerful and more targeted. Okay, so in July 20, now this is very important. In July 2021, the creation of BMM keywords will no longer be available. So you will not be able to add more BMM to your account. But the same matching functionality will be available through phrase match. Okay. Existing BM keywords will continue to serve using the new behavior. For more information, you can read the official announcement. Okay, you won't need, this is all usual blurb. What's happening to BMM? As I said earlier on, BMM keywords will continue to work using the new phrase match behavior. And during the transition, you'll still be able to use the BMM keywords using the plus keyword. And the BMM keywords will behave the same as the updated phrase match using the quotation marks as the keyword. Therefore, it's recommended that you only start to create phrase match keywords going forward. So you don't need to worry too much about setting up BMM. We, in our agency, we've stopped using BMM now. And we're in the middle of, well, just about in the second week of March 2021. There's no point in putting them in now, only to take them out after a few months. Okay, in July, you will not be able to make them. You'll still be able to edit your keyword bids and URL. However, if you try to edit the keyword text, the keyword match type will be updated to the phrase match. That's all you need to continue. So it's not a big deal if it updates to the new phrase match. The new behavior will be applied to both phrase and BMM. So you'll be able to keep all your performance. You won't have to take any immediate action since phrase and BMM keywords will behave the same. You may find it easier to start using phrase match. Okay, and there's some more. This is quite interesting. What can I expect to see with my phrase and BMM traffic? It's possible that you might see an increase in traffic volumes, which it will. I also believe that because we're also including the BMM within the phrase match. It is recommended that you closely monitor your search term reports and account performance. So if you see any irrelevant search term queries coming through, put them in your negative list. For your BMM keywords, especially those using modifiers on some words but not all, for example, plus moving and services, it's possible that you might see a decrease in traffic volumes. Okay. Consider adding more relevant phrase match keywords to capture more traffic and explore the keyword recommendations to recover the traffic volume. So I won't go through all of it. There's a bit more over here, but you got the gist. It's both these BMM and the phrase is becoming one and just one phrase match. So I think it is going to simplify things and create less confusion for those who are new to Google Ads, because they don't need to worry about setting up BMM. And also with BMM, when you've got a lot of keywords, you need to add that plus symbol in front of it. That also created a fair amount of problems for people because it used to take them ages if you don't know how to use Excel or Google Sheets to automate that process. If you were doing it manually and adding plus signs and hundreds of keywords, that is going to take a long time, whereas over here, now we don't need to worry too much about it. Okay, now they've also updated the support center page for the keyword matching options, which I quite like actually, and hence I've opened this up because there's no point in reinventing the wheel. Keywords of words or phrases, which obviously we know what these are. Okay, so how and when we should use broad match, phrase, or exact match. So these are the three match types left in Google Ads, right? So let's take the keyword lawn mowing service. So ads may show on searches that relate to your keyword. So if somebody searches for lawn aeration prices in broad match, it will trigger your ad.